After all this time, we finally have what it takes to put all that together to make ourselves, boom, boom, the freaking angel ring. Oh my goodness, look at that. Finally, creative mode flight. We don't have to worry about saving up 687 RAK. We don't have to worry about that at all. All we gotta do now, just fly around. All we gotta do is just make sure that we always have 32 grid power ready to spare, right? I think that's fine. I think we got quite a bit of headroom as well. Yeah, we've got 64 grid power available to us. I believe we use 32 while we're flying, so we've got leeway of about 14 grid power, and as of right now I don't think we have that many things using grid power that we have to worry about. And of course, as soon as we get rid of all of the wireless RF transmitters and replace those with the Spector coils from, I think it's random things, at that point we're going to be using even less grid power, and so the odds of us falling to our death through lack of grid power, I think, are not particularly high. But man, I do love creative mode flight. It is so nice. Oh my goodness, especially when you've not had it for so long. Flipping heck. All right, so we got 10 more tainted soil here. I'm going to dump some of this stuff out of my inventory into the system here because we don't need a lot of this stuff. And I'm going to attempt to sift the 10 tainted soil that we have in the hopes that we get some ectoplasm saplings. Still no sapling. Oh, a bloodwood sapling. That looks like it's a bit broken, but that's fine. Still no sapling though, which is a shame. We'll leave this running. Eventually, I think it will get there. We could speed this up by having more barrels. Like that would work if we just put down more barrels around here and use those instead. I think I'm going to, because I think that's going to make, again, we really need quite a lot of these, and I think that the spectacles are going to be so useful for us that I think it's worth kind of getting rid of these and doing a bit of a better setup with this. So what I'm thinking is, if we get rid of all of the mushrooms and free up some space, and then also go and make, do we have more wooden barrels lying around? We do, nice. If we do, chat, something like this. Do we have any fluid conduits from Ender.io? We do not. Do we have what it takes to make some fluid conduits from Ender.io? We do not, but we actually also might have what it takes. We don't have any sand, really? I guess that's fair, actually. We don't have any systems in place to make sand yet. We should, I think, have some sand in here. We do, lovely. That should be more than enough. And so, heading back up, we could do with the staff. I could just fly. Like, I could just fly up. I'm going to get used to having creative mode flight now, but here we go. The idea here is that I would love to be able to make some fluid conduits. That way we can have the fluid conduits within the same block as some item conduits. We can make a nice little compact setup here for getting us this soil. We do need quite clear glass, which you can make by smelting regular glass, but only in an alloy smelter. Do we need to have an alloy smelter to make this work? I think we might. So I'm going to go ahead and make a simple alloy smelter, which is not that guy, it's this guy here, which is a little cheaper to make. We do still need grains of infinity to make this happen. We just need the 1 grain of infinity, but we're going to have to get a, we are going to have to get an alloy smelter at some point sooner rather than later. So sure, let me get a flint and steel. And I've been told by the good people in Twitch chat that if I go and I light this over here, it should have the same chance as normal bedrock would to give us grains of infinity. Also, a big tip, use a railgun. They aren't that hard to make, and they can 1 hit the Ender Dragon and 2 hit the Chaos Dragon. Really? A railgun. Rail gun. The one from Immersive Engineering? This one here? We don't have any treated wood yet, but that doesn't seem too difficult. I don't think I've used that. No, the other one. The railgun turret from... oh, the one from Overloaded? This one here? Railgun. Energy core, and then 4 blocks of nether stars? I mean, we've got... me and you and my friend, you and I have different meanings of the word difficult to get. That's 36 nether stars, which, I mean, it's not crazy. Oh, we did get some, a grain of infinity there, which is nice. It's not super crazy. Like, that's... we've got a few... we got like 17 nether stars, I think. And that does remind me, we should go... we got 13. We should go and check, actually, real quick on our openers. Because, yeah, these have all got nether stars ready to go. And then we might also have some more patient loot bags lying around. We do, we got 7. Nice. Get those going. Get us some more nether stars. I guess in the grand scheme of things, that's not particularly difficult. 36 nether stars is not that hard to spend, just get it. I mean, 36 nether stars means at this rate, we don't have any way to make nether stars, I don't think, outside of killing multiple withers. And I think, you know, the act of killing 20 withers is probably just more difficult than killing the end dragon, no? Anyway, what was I doing now? I've got the Grain of Infinity. Let's make a simple alloy smelter, like so. Does require a machine chassis, which also requires some iron bars. Easy enough. Kaboom. And we do need the gears, or do we have the gears? No, we just need the furnaces, of course. 2 of those, and boom. Nice. Okie dokie. So now that we have the alloy smelter, we can just throw this down really anywhere that's got power. For now, I'm just gonna put it there. And if we just throw some regular glass in, like so, that should slowly but surely begin to smelt this down into quartz glass. The simple alloy smelter is not great. It's particularly slow, and it does continue to use power even when it's not being used. You can see there it says leakage 0.05. I think that's redstone flux per tick. Okay, and so now that we've got some quite clear glass, we should be able to make some fluid conduits, like so. The basic tier here are not particularly good, but they should work for the setup that I want to do here, which is something like this. So we're going to pull out of the sink. The sink can go there, that's fine. So we're going to extract, always active. That's going to fill these up with water. All of that water, of course, is going to slowly turn into witch water. This, of course, could be better just by upgrading the conduits here. They're not particularly fast, but this should work. And then, how many item conduits do we have? We've got 2, but I believe that we might not have... Oh, no, we've got exactly 6 conduit binder. Nice. So we can make 10 item conduits. We only need 8, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And so, chat, my idea this time around is if we go ahead and grab another chest, which I don't think we have, but we can probably make almost certainly. The thought process here is that we can kind of have all of this in a nice small setup and do something... I guess we can put this like that as well. Boom. And then this one is going to have all the dirt in it, like so. We're going to extract all of the dirt out of here. So we're going to extract on the green channel, always active. And then all of these are going to insert on green and extract on brown, always active. And then this is the perfect time for us to get a Conduit Probe, which apparently we already have. I think we got this out of a loot box that we bought, like one of the ones that you can buy in the quest book, a reward bank, or yeah, loot chest. I think we bought one of these and got this earlier on. So if we swap that to copy mode, we should be able to copy and paste. Nice. And so we can copy this all around. And so essentially, it's going to go ahead and, as you can see already, turn the water into witch water and then put the dirt in as well. And then once the dirt has been put in, the brown channel is going to pull the dirt out and insert it in there. Perfect. Okie dokie. So we'll put the simple alloy smelter away. That should drastically increase the speed at which we're going to get this tainted soil. It's still going to be quite slow because the transformation is still not particularly fast, but it's going to be faster than it was, which is nice. And so now that that is taken care of, what was one of the other things I want to work on? One of the things I did want to work on, or I do want to look towards getting actually, is a dislocator of some description. So you can go to the Lost Cities dimension, but as of right now, I don't know if there's a way to get back. Of course, we can type in /home to teleport back at any point in time. But without that command, I don't think, or I don't know at least, of any way to get back. And so one of the items that I was looking at as a way to like nice and easily transport us between dimensions is the dislocator. If I can spell that correctly, dislocator from Draconic Evolution. This guy right here. Fairly easy to make. 4 blaze powder, 4 draconium ore, and then 1 eye of ender. Not particularly difficult to make. And allows us to kind of link ourselves to one point in the overworld, and then wherever we are in whatever dimension, we can just right-click it, bring it back. Not only useful for the Lost Cities dimension, also useful for the end, for the nether, all that kind of stuff. And so it might not be a bad idea for us to look to make one of those. Right now, I don't think we have enough draconium. We've only got the 1 ingot worth. But that does lead me to another thing that I was looking at making as well, and that is the doubling upgrade that we can make for our furnace, the processing upgrade. Does require 4 nether stars, does require 4 gas tiers, but it doubles anything that we get out of the zenith furnace. And the ability, what that gives us the ability to do is essentially replicate draconium, because we can pulverize the draconium to get draconium dust, and then if we smelt that draconium dust in our furnace with a processing upgrade, it will give us 2 draconium ingots back. And so with that upgrade, we can essentially make infinite draconium ingots just by duplicating it and running them from the pulverizer to the furnace and back again, right? And so although it is expensive and does require 4 nether stars and 4 gas tiers, which we don't have just yet, I think that's maybe going to be a good way for us to do it. Nice. So chat, now, over in here, we've still got that terrible jetpack in there. We don't need that at all now, but we can go ahead and pulverize our Draconium. Inside this, we can get rid of, I guess, the speed upgrade, maybe? Actually, I'm going to get rid of the fuel efficiency upgrade. I don't think we really care about how many sticks this uses. A little worried that did just destroy it then, but if I put this in here, 2 ingots, and then we can go, and that's like instantaneous, right? Take this back, 2 ingots, and so essentially now we can just double our Draconium. You know, we don't have to bother with any more end stone sifting or anything like that. We can just immediately double essentially all of our Draconium, which is incredible. I love it. It's going to make life so much easier, especially in the late game when we start making, like, starting a lot of Draconium. I think it's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier. So I'll put some upgrades in there to make that a bit faster, just so we can start pulverizing these even quicker. And that does require 240 redstone fluxes per tick, which is obviously a lot more than we can currently transfer with those wireless RF transmitters that we're using. But hopefully, once we get a lot more of this tainted soil, which we are getting quite fast now, hopefully by the end of today's episode, we'll actually have a good amount of power being sent to be able to actually use this pulverizer at its max speed. So now we've got essentially what it takes to make the 4 Draconium dust, we should fairly easily be able to make ourselves the dislocator from Draconic Evolution, like so. We do need an eye vendor, but that's not difficult for us to make whatsoever. Kapow. And so if I'm not mistaken, this thing does run on ender pearls. So we can go ahead and set our spawn. So we've set our spawn there. And now, does it need ender pearls? Am I thinking of the advanced dislocator? Oh, it says 19 uses remaining. Okay, so this one just has a set number of uses. The advanced dislocator is significantly more expensive. Okay, that's fine. That's actually fine. So this one doesn't require any fuel of any kind, which is nice. And we can make more of these again fairly easily. Essentially, the recipe for us now is just 4 blaze powder and 1 eye of ender. So 5 blaze powder and ender pearl gets us 20 teleportations back to the overworld, which is very nice indeed. And so I guess actually I can kind of show you guys the Lost Cities dimension real quickly as well, now that we've got a way to teleport back. If we go and sleep in this bed over here, 2 diamond blocks, a normal bed, and then 6 skulls around it. If you sleep in that bed, it will teleport you over to the Lost Cities dimension, which is pretty neat. If you don't get stuck in a tree, especially with flight as well. So it's essentially just like a big abandoned city, overgrown. My plan, if we didn't get a chicken to spawn in, was just to come here and grab a chicken from somewhere in this dimension. You can see cows are spawning. There were pigs over there. I don't think it would be too difficult for us to grab a chicken in here. Like, finding one shouldn't have been too difficult. But I think the idea behind this is that you can just get loot in these chests that you find around. Some music discs, some rotten flesh you don't really need. Don't need MRE. The capacitor holding could be useful. The extra capacitors to make our machines faster, from Ender.io at least, is very nice. There are mob spawners in some of these buildings, so we do need to watch out for that. But then there's pretty nice loot in here as well. Some of the time. That mod just didn't attack me whatsoever, which is beautiful. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too long here, like, looting all of these buildings, because I don't really know if they have much that we're after. Oh, hello. But if we ever did want to do some looting, we could always come here and... I think there might be a bit of lag going on. The fact that these guys are just not attacking me. I don't know what that's about. But I'm fairly certain if we right-click on our dislocator, it's going to take us right back to the middle of our base. Hopefully. Nice, look at that. And so now, you know, whenever we're in the nether, if we get lost in the nether, or we just don't want to have to walk all the way back to our nether portal, or fly in this case, all the way back to our nether portal, we can just use our dislocator to get back at any point in time, which is fantastic. So, chat, now that all of that is taken care of, the next thing, there are a couple of things I want to do. First things first, I want to sift some tainted soil. We've got a stack and a half of tainted soil. Statistically, I feel like we should get one of those ectoplasm saplings in this stack and a half of soil. If we do, we can upgrade our system to transfer power faster using the Spector coils from random things. If we don't, we'll let the system keep going, and we'll look at going and killing the end dragon. I do have a suspicion, because we're on a public server, we're not a public server, because we're on a Patreon server, I have a feeling that the end dragon has probably already died. And so the first thing that we're probably gonna have to do is resummon the end dragon using the default vanilla Minecraft resummoning mechanism, which off the top of my head, I don't remember, but I think we need like end crystals. Yeah, I think we need like 4 end crystals. You place them down around the center. Nether stars, man. It's expensive to spawn the end dragon. And more gas tiers. Yeah, oh gosh, we have to put down our gas spawner again. Oh, end kick. The end kick will get us there, sure, but it won't spawn the dragon for us. So we just need 4 end crystals, right? You put 4 end crystals down on like the 4 sides of the portal, I think, and then it just resummons the end dragon. That should be fairly easy, I think. Was that it? It was. Oh, we got 2 Spector saplings, like back to back there. Perfect. All right, chat. Finally, after a lot of sifting and a lot of witch water, we have the saplings. I am going to go ahead and make another hopping bonsai pot, just so we can automate this right out of the gate here. I see no reason not to. Just have it like automatically making the ectoplasm for us. So we'll grab some dirt, grab a hopping bonsai pot, and then we'll also go ahead and grab a drawer. I would love a 2x2 drawer. And we'll go ahead and make it just a standard 2x2 drawer. I think we're missing the chests to do this. That is not the recipe for a chest, Isaac, you fool. We also don't have enough wood to make 4 chests, but that's fine. All right. I always forget, actually, I shouldn't do this. I should be doing this if I want to make 4 chests. Nice. All right. Boom. And for now, we'll just go ahead and throw this down, I guess, right here next to the setup that makes the dirt for us. I don't know if we're going to need this dirt again in the future. I assume probably not, so I'll probably take down this setup between episodes. But this, I will probably put down in the storage room somewhere next to our existing pots so that we can access all of the drops from the system. So now we essentially just need to wait for this to produce a large amount of ectoplasm for us. I'm assuming if we wanted to, we could grow this on our own. That doesn't work, eh? You can't tree growing simulator that? That's fine. I'm fairly certain that our imaginary time block will work on this. So if we take that and our solar panel, this might work. No? Do I need to like bone meal this to get it to work? We don't have a lot of bone meal. Oh, that did work, I guess. I'm hoping I can just... Oh, I can. Perfect. Look at that. So we did lose a bit of ectoplasm there. We did fall off the edge. But if we make this platform here a little bit bigger and maybe get rid of this stuck up piece of dirt, I think we should be in to get quite a decent amount of ectoplasm fairly quickly. Bonsai pot plus bone meal. Can you bone meal a bonsai pot? Oh, I guess. Like what if I... Oh, yeah. I didn't know that worked. That's not a lot of like return on investment there. That's not a lot of ectoplasm, but this does work. You can rapidly right-click bone meal onto a hopping bonsai pot to make it grow quickly. I did not know that worked, chat. Thank you. All right, so now let's have a look. Spector coils. I think we need a few things. I think we need a Spector energy injector, and I believe what that does is this is like the central location where all of your power is pumped into. So instead of using the wireless RF battery upstairs, we would put this down, and then we can use the Spector coils instead of the wireless RF transmitters to transfer power around the base. So let's take all the ectoplasm, and let's see if we have what it takes to make this. So the first thing we need is a beacon. Nice and easy. And then I think, so we need a Spector lens, which needs 4 Spector iron, 2 diamonds, 2 emeralds, and a glass. The Spector iron, I think, is easiest made with this recipe, although... No, this recipe's better, right? Because this one gets you... This one, it would be 9 ectoplasm to 9 ingots. This one, it's 7 ectoplasm to 9 ingots. So we'll go with this one and make as many as we can, which in this case is 18. Let me just check I don't need ectoplasm for anything else. I don't think I... Oh, we do need it for string. So I'll make some string first real quick here. I don't think we have enough ectoplasm, but that's fine. We can always get more in just a second here. So we'll make a Spector lens. We'll make a Spector energy injector. And then... For now, I don't think we need more than the Spector coil, the first tier of Spector coil here, the one that transfers 1024 redstone flux per tick, this base one. Although, the higher tier does require the previous tier anyway, but the higher tiers are not particularly hard to make. This one does require stable ender pearls, but none of these are particularly difficult. Like, we could make quite a few 24,000 ender Spector coils fairly easily, I think. All right, let's get some more bone meal in. Let's try and get really just as much ectoplasm as we can, right? Also, I should put my angel ring in my bauble slot, just so I don't accidentally put it in the system and then try and, you know, jump off the edge and die when I fall into the void. That would not be great. Nice. 44 ectoplasm. I think that should be more than enough. So, back in here, we've made the Spector energy injector. let's go ahead and make a couple of, I guess let's start by making more Spector iron, like so, and then also probably more Spector string as well. Nice. And then Spector coil. And so, chat, ideally, if we were to head on up to our top floor, don't need to use elevators anymore, we can just go up with our flight, and we were to get rid of the wireless RF battery, that is going to disconnect everything we have from power. But if we put this down instead, the bottom here is still set to output. And so I think this just kind of works automatically. I think it's set to each player. Now, I think unlike the wireless RF transmitters, these do need to be placed, I believe, directly onto the machines, like so. But that is now receiving power. And so before, if we put something into the pulverizer, it would lose power because it was only receiving 80 RF per tick. Now, if we grab some of our draconium and we put that draconium in here, it shouldn't lose power because it should be able to transfer up to 1024 redstone flux per tick. Look at that. No power loss whatsoever. The full 1024, or the full 240, I guess, redstone flux per tick has been transferred from this guy up here down and into our machines. We can check if it's working by getting rid of this, and we'll see now that the power isn't going down. Is my pulverizer done? It is. Let me quickly smelt this up. Not in the pulverizer, in here. And then back. And then now if we go check, it should be down in power. Yeah, it's pulling power from here, sending it through the Spector energy injector to our Spector coils around the base. Nice. And so that really, chat, is the plan for transferring power around the base. Now, I do think that although the Spector coils are not particularly hard to make, what we could do is always just have like more energy cells around the base. So we could put another energy cell like this down here and then use conduits to pull out of the energy cell to the machines if we wanted to save on the number of energy cells that we're making. But as I mentioned just then, the energy cells, the Spector coils even, are not really that difficult to make. Like, I feel like we could put these down really on any machine that needs them, and we should just be good to go. So, like right now, we can get rid of our solar panel. That does mean that our ME system is going to start to lose power and eventually die on us here. But if we just go ahead and put down a Spector coil on like that, I think that should just continue to provide the AE2 system with the power that it needs. And I think everything should just work fine. I am, for now, going to put down this wireless RF battery, like, here, and make sure that it receives power, just so that everything else around the base is going to continue to work. And then what I'll do between streams, most likely, is just go around and put down more Spector coils around the base on everything that needs a Spector coil. The first things that come to mind, of course, are this guy here. You know, this guy's just receiving a wireless RF transmitter. These guys, of course, are currently limited to 80 RF per tick. If we put a Spector coil on there, we can make these faster with another speed upgrade. That would be great. You know, stuff further down here could be replaced with Spector coils. But now the amount of redstone flux that we can transfer around the base wirelessly has been significantly increased from 80 redstone flux per tick to a minimum of 1024 redstone flux per tick and a maximum of 20,480 redstone flux per tick, which is fantastic. Fantastic. So, finally, chat, now that that is taken care of, the next thing I guess that we want to work on is getting even more power, trying to get to that next tier of solar panel. To do that, we need Dragon's Breath. To get the Dragon's Breath, we have to fight the End Dragon. To fight the End Dragon, we need to go to the end, and we also need some End Crystals. The End Crystals are fairly easy to make. Do we have any spare gas tiers? We got one. So we need 3 more gas tiers, which shouldn't be too difficult. I am going to set up the exact same system that we had before. Do I have a bucket of witch water already? I do. Fantastic. And my golden lasso should also be in here ready to go. It's possible we do get 3 gas tiers from 1 gas, but just on the off chance that we don't, I'm going to take 2 lassos down to the squid spawner with us and grab 2 squids. I'm fairly certain that 2 squids will get us what we're after. Squids? Squid? I think squid is plural, right? It's not squids. It's 2 squid. Oh my goodness, so many drops here as well. My goodness, we need to set like an item collector or something to collect all of those. You can craft tiers from the glands that you have. Really? Gassed tiers. Catalyte. Oh, we totally can. Oh my goodness, we got 4,000 of them. Oh my goodness, where were you earlier in the stream, my friend? Flipping heck, thank you, man. That would have been real nice to know. We've needed like 10 gas tiers today. Oh my goodness. And every time we've used witch water and squid. Flipping heck. So that's a nice easy way of getting gas tiers. And so now back to the end crystals here. We can go ahead and make 4 of those real quick. I made 5 by accident, but that's fine. Dump that back in there. And then what else do I need? I need an end cake to get us to the end. That does require an actual cake, which as of right now we don't have, but shouldn't be too difficult to get. We've got a lot of sugar, we've got buckets, and we do have a cow. Perfect. And then we need some wheat, which also should not be difficult. Especially with our... I keep hitting the right-click button by accident. My right-click button is real sensitive these days. Oh, we got a worm as well. Nice. Is this... I guess this is offline because it's night. We do have the bone meal effect, but I guess it's going to make our lives a lot easier if we just use bone meal here. Yeah. That's enough wheat. Okie dokie. So, back over here, end cake, regular cake, and we need 8 Eyes of Ender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And kapow. Nice. So, chat, I think that we are pretty much ready to go. I'm going to put this down. I'll put it like over here maybe for now. We do need, I think, Eyes of Ender again to fill that up, if I'm not mistaken. It could just be normal Ender Pearl, so I won't go crazy, but I think it is Eyes of Ender. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, chat. I think that we have everything we need. Our armor is not great, but I think we can kill the End Dragon with what we have here. I don't think that should be too difficult. Our sword is okay. Far from amazing, but I think should get the job. Maybe. 12.92 attack damage. What's a diamond sword? Diamond sword's like 7, right? 7 attack damage. Not great. Take a bow? We could take a bow, but I feel like the bows are not particularly strong, right? Like the bow is not... I guess we could enchant the bow real quick. Maybe get some good enchants. Yeah, let's try it. You can... Again, I'm sure my lack of vanilla Minecraft knowledge here, chat. Can you enchant bows, or do you just enchant the arrows? You can enchant bows. Of course you can. You can get infinity. Power and multi-shot 3. So that shoots 3 at a time? Sure. Alright, sure thing. Chat. Let's go. With no bow, hard to deal with the crystals. Yeah, because the crystals do deal damage, right? That's a fair point, actually. We do have these arrows over here. Uncraftable tipped arrows, blindness. I don't know if blindness is going to be an effect that's particularly useful against the End Dragon. So it might not be worth it. I will also take some golden apples, just on the off chance that things go dicey. You know, I'll make some good golden apples. We got a lot of gold. I'll take like 5 of these. All right, chat. Let's go. Oh, you're correct. Oh man. Okay, this is fine. I can use my my dislocator to get back. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ender biotite ore. Jeez, I can use my dislocator to get back. I do need glass bottles because if I don't have glass bottles, I cannot collect the dragon's breath needed for the solar panels. So I will take as many glass bottles as I can get my little hands on. We could also maybe do like a backpack of some description. Or like a bag of holding. People did tell me about the ones from Project E, the alchemical bags here. They do require an alchemical chest, which is not particularly hard to make, actually. It does require some of each covalence dust, which we are going to need eventually anyway. So you know what? Sure, let's go ahead and make a bag real quick. So I'm thinking that, I don't know, actually. Does Dragon's Breath stack? I don't think it does. At least something in my brain is telling me that Dragon's Breath doesn't stack. And if it doesn't stack, it'd be nice to have an extra bag to store as many of them as possible in, just so we can, you know, have the option to make many solar panels. It stacks. Okay, that's good to know. It's also just good to have this, like a bag like this anyway. You know, we got like a nice little sack with a ton of storage that we can carry around with us. Should be nice. I just killed the dragon a second ago and got stacks. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so we got 2 stacks of glass bottles. You know what? I'll just take as many glass bottles as we've got, honestly. Like, the more we can get, the better. We don't need to carry this with us. Okay. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Someone said take a bucket of water for the Enderman. I don't think that's going to be an issue for us. We can fly, and so staying away from Enderman shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, we need to... okay. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We're getting good use of out of our dislocator here. I need to claim these chunks. so that they stay chunk loaded whilst I'm in the end. Otherwise, I lose my ability to fly. That would have been bad. All right, so we should be able to fly now, even when in the end. And I believe, if memory serves me right, the way that we respawn the end dragon is like this, like this, like this, and... What the heck? Did my flight stop? I don't think I hit shift there, chat. I think I just fell in. We did get the credits though, so I mean we beat the game, right? Hold on. Before I put down this last crystal, I'm gonna see if I fall. Because I don't want, oh, that's a lot of, those arrows are weird, eh? Because I don't want to start attacking this guy only to then have my flight fail on me. I think we're good. Okay. The dragon is coming back. Let's get our bow out. I could have, oh my, Jesus Christ. Why is that so loud? I guess I could have brought more arrows, maybe? Like, I think a stack of arrows should be enough. But on the off chance that it's not, it's so loud. Like, I don't know why it's so loud. It makes no sense that it's so gosh darn loud. I keep forgetting we got multi-shot. Does that take 4 hours at a time? It doesn't. Okay, beautiful. I was going to say, if we lost 4 hours every time we fired, that would be not the best. And for those who are maybe new to the channel, my vanilla Minecraft knowledge is horrible. You might be thinking, of course you don't lose 4 hours, Isaac, when you use multi-shot. What kind of vanilla Minecraft noob is this? Oh, hello, my friend. Please do not attack me. Can you shoot through these things? I'm going to test. A little science test here. No. Maybe not? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I don't wanna die to this, but we seem to be fine, actually. Our armor is holding up just fine. That, less than great, but our saturation really coming in with the clutch there. And so now we just gotta kill this guy, right? We do need to get, oh wow, that's actually much better than I thought it would be. We do need to get Dragon's Breath, which I believe we need to be on the floor to get. Like, he's gonna land, and when he lands, we're going to, oh my goodness, my aim is terrible. When he lands, we're going to get some Dragon's Breath. Hopefully as much as possible. Get the Dragon's Breath first. I will, my friend, I will. I'm gonna hit him a few times, try and weaken him a bit, but ideally he's gonna land. If you could land down here, my friend, this would be grand. Oh, here he goes. Nope, that's... Could you land? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Dragon's Breath? You just right-click, right? Shift right-click? Excuse me? Are you right-click in the air? In the air. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did I drop those? No, I don't want to throw them. I don't want to throw them. Stop. You fool, Isaac. You fool. I was trying to rapidly right-click to pick up a bunch, and I've accidentally foiled myself, and I threw a lot of them. That's fine, chat. It's fine. I have... No, stop. Stop throwing them. Jesus. It's fine, chat. It's fine. I have... at the very least, 46 of them. And I'm fairly certain... We've also got a lot of air bottles, which we can use for Britannia, I guess. I would love to have more than what I do have. What's that macro? It's just... I have a key on my keyboard that is designated to right-click very quickly. Helps with sifting and the likes. And so, I was attempting to use that here. Hello? Excuse me, my friend? Alright, I'm just gonna go try and hit this guy now. Like, 46 is enough to make, you know, 90 of those higher tier solar panels. Which is quite a lot of them. I feel like the bow and arrow is much better at this than me chasing it. You dropping Dragon's Breath, my man? I would love some. If you're giving it away for free. That's more like it. Some more? Oh, you're too kind, my man. You're too kind. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let me out. Okie dokie. We got 3 stacks of Dragon's Breath. Does not work. You can't kill him while he's in this state. That's fine. Put them in the bag. That is a fantastic idea. So I don't accidentally throw them. But we got close to 3 stacks of Dragon's Breath. That should do us for quite a lot of solar panels. More than we're going to need for the time being. And this guy is dead. Almost. I really thought we were going to hit him for a second there. Please die. Fantastic. Oh, it's merely only when she's down at the pillar. I see. It's a cool animation. Okie dokie. Why is there so much of that ore? I have no idea why there's so much of that ore. I assume that's just how it is in the pack. Like, Kaz just decided that we're just going to put a lot of that down. Perfect. We got some dragon scale, which is nice. Is that enough to make a dragon seed? Oh, it is. Look at that. So we can make a dragon egg seed now, which is very nice. Dragon scale to make ender armor. Sure. Supremium. Not super useful on its own, but nice to have nonetheless. All right. And now we can just, we should take the... I never know how you're supposed to take... How do you take the dragon egg, chat? How do I... Like, there's a dragon egg here. Do you, like... I believe the last time I did it, people told me to push it off with a piston. Is this correct? With a piston. A torch. Drop it on a torch. Push it over a piston. Push it over a torch. So if I just push it off this pillar, will it land on a torch and that be good? Torch on the ground, make the egg fall on it, either by breaking the block below it or a piston. Torch on the ground, make the egg fall on it, either by breaking the block below it. Okay, so if, for example, I get rid of these torches here, and I do this, and I put a torch here, and I put a piston down. See, I didn't deactivate that. Look at that. It's deactivated. I knew I wasn't losing it. Oh my goodness. I don't know why that's happening, but I guess I need to put this down against the block. So chat. Will this work? Like if I flick this lever, will I get this dragon egg? Yes, yes, yes. It kind of just disappeared. Did that fall in the portal? Like, what the heck? It's right there. And that's why you always watch the play-by-play chat. To know where your dragon egg went. It was there the whole time. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing it didn't take me more than 5 minutes to watch the playback. Oh my goodness. Well. There we go, chat. We've got a dragon egg. And what do we need for a dragon egg mill? For the grid power here. Let's have a look. Dragon egg mill doesn't actually require any, I thought it might have required a dragon egg, but it doesn't, which is quite nice. I'm not going to make it just yet because we don't actually need that much grid power just yet. If we do, I will, but I don't want to use my nether stars at this moment in time. So that's good to know. I did click on one of them. There was one that was there that I accidentally right-clicked on and got rid of, but I was certain that I didn't destroy the one that was there. I was 100% certain I didn't break that one. And apparently I was right. It was just behind us, and we were a fool. And I was a fool. But chat, we've killed the dragon. We've got in our bag here, we now have 3 stacks, or just shy of 3 stacks of Dragon's Breath. And so, if we go into our pattern terminal here, let's have a look at solar panel. So we've got what it takes to autocraft up to tier 6, I believe. Then tier 7 requires that we have the Dragon's Breath. So I'm going to encode this pattern here because we do now have the Dragon's Breath to make it. And then it also requires us that we teach our system how to make these right here, the Photovoltaic Cell 5s. I don't think those are needed for this. They're not. So Photovoltaic Cell 5, looks something like this. We do run into a bit of an issue here in that we don't have any blaze rods right now. Like, we don't have blaze rods automated at all. And so if we, chat, are going to make this work, then we're going to have to teach our system how to make blaze rods, which shouldn't be too difficult. So I'm going to move this resonator temporarily. And what I'm going to do, chat, real quick here, is I'm going to make a... do we already have a compactor? We do. Yeah, we made it early for the blaze rod. So I'm going to put this here. We're going to get a Spector coil real quick to give this guy power. Like so. Just going to slap this down for now on the back, like so. And then... we can use the blaze heart things, this is true, but how many of those do we have? We've got one, right? I want to be able to ask our AE system to make blaze rods for us and make these solar panels for us going forward. I don't want to have to rely on us, you know, getting certain mob drops, certain like niche mob drops from the system. So all we need here is an interface, much like when we taught our system how to craft using the molecular assemblers. If we put an interface on top of our compactor, like so, and we set the top of the compactor to in/out, so blue and orange, I'm fairly certain that that should work. Now, I am going to make some upgrade kits here. As before, I'm going to make a hardened upgrade kit and then a reinforced upgrade kit. I should just make a bunch of bronze gears, actually, because we're always needing them. So hardened upgrade kit, and hopefully we've got the glass. Oh, we don't. What do I need here? I think I just need pulverized obsidian and lead. Pulverized lead as well. I'm going to make some of this real quick, so I would very much like to upgrade this where possible. I think we only need one pulverized lead, so we'll go ahead and we'll combine those in there. That's going to get some more hardened glass. Fantastic. And then that is going to get us the next upgrade kit. Perfect. We don't need this to be super fast, honestly, but really making this quick isn't too difficult, so might as well. We'll throw this in there to make it a little faster. And so now, if we come back to our pattern terminal, what we can do is we can say that we can teach our system that 5 blaze powder, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, equals 1 blaze rod. And the way we do that is we switch over here from crafting pattern to processing pattern. 5 blaze powder equals 1 blaze rod incurred. I believe that's the pattern. And then if we put that in here and connect that up to our ME system, of course, via some cable. For now, just to make life easier, I'm going to do something like this. Eventually, I'll hide this cable like in the floor somewhere or behind the machine. But now that's connected, if we type in blaze, we should be able to middle mouse click. I can't middle mouse click. Is that connected? Might take a second to connect. If I go to crafting only, I'll be able to see it is on there. So we can go ahead and request blaze rods. And if I request 1 and start, it should send 5 blaze powder to it. I'm guessing it did, and then it finished because it's nice and quick, and it made us an extra blaze rod. Nice, we've got 4 blaze rods now. Awesome. So, finally, chat, I think we now have what it takes to request the highest tier of solar panel. If I... Where did I put my pattern? Did I encode the pattern for the tier 6 solar panel? Maybe I didn't, actually. Solar panel. If we take this back to crafting, and we do this, and we encode, we can throw that into one of our interfaces. For now, I'm just going to put it in this one, which I believe is this one over here. And I think, finally, what does it take to make the next tier, actually? The tier 8. The tier 8 takes dragon eggs. Okay, so I think for that, we're going to have to get to mystical agriculture. We're going to have to get to the tier 6 dragon egg seeds, which is a little ways away, but not impossible. Once we have that, we can start growing dragon eggs and making those tier 7s, which produce 250,000 RF per tick. But even the ones we're looking at making now, making 8,000 RF per tick, is pretty crazy. And so let's see. If I want to make just one of those, I guess you can make them in 2. So we'll say 2. It does use less than 16,000 bytes, which is great. However, we're missing 3 photovoltaic cells. Did I not... I could have sworn, pattern, I did save these. Oh, I did. I just didn't put them in, you fool. Let me unencode this one, because we've just re-encoded that. And then put you in there. Okay. Finally, we should have what it takes. Solar panel, 2, next, 14,559 bytes, start. And again, I don't think that's going to take particularly long. It's going to take a little bit of time. It does have to make, how many? How many hundreds? 512 standard solar panels, but compared to how long this would take me to craft, significantly faster. Isaac, maybe it would have been worth hitting the end dragon with a woot crystal, though. Do we have woot installed? Oh, we do. Look at that. I didn't even know we had woot installed. That's a fair point then. Yeah, it probably would have been worth hitting the End Dragon with a Woot Crystal. But if we wanted to make a Woot spawner for End Dragons, we could always go and fight him again. You know, it's not a particularly difficult fight, all things considered. If you want to see how long a craft is going to take, just click the hammer in the top right of your crafting grid. Does it tell me? I see. 59 seconds. Oh, that's not bad at all, actually. That's actually not bad at all. I'd be interested to see what the full craft time is then. Maybe like 2 minutes? Maybe just over 2 minutes? But 2 minutes for that. So once this is done, chat, as well, I mean, we could make the next craft faster because we can take down the 2 tier 6 panels that we already have, and that's going to make that a little quicker in and of itself. But once this is done, that's an extra 16,000 redstone flux per tick that we are generating from our solar panels, right? We've got these 2 tier 7 solar panels producing 8,192 redstone flux per tick each. So that's going to be pretty crazy. And then, of course, we can try and make 2 more using the solar panels upstairs, taking us to a very nice 32,000 redstone flux per tick. Yeah, look at that. It kind of all comes together at the end here. There's a lot of items on here, but they all kind of just fall into place very quickly. This is definitely more than 3 seconds. It's miscalculated a little bit, but it got there in the end. Look at that. Solar. That's how you spell solar, Isaac. Solar panel tier 7. Holy heck. All right. So we'll go boom, and we'll go boom. I'm going to take these 2 down, and I'm going to turn these into tier 7s as well. Why not? But yeah, it really makes power not particularly difficult for us to come across now. Like at this point, also, we're kind of almost reaching the limit of what this can take in. And actually, if all of these are online at the same time, we are maxing out this energy cell because the energy cell can only just take more than 1 solar panel worth of redstone flux. So we are going to have to upgrade that to a higher tier, which shouldn't be too difficult either, I don't think. But let's see here. Solar, tier 6, 2 of those. I want to try, real quick, before we solar panel, I'm going to take the 2 out. Oh, no, I won't bother, actually. I'm just going to put that in. Craft, 2, next. Let's start. The calculation is based on processing ticks. When you're swapping from item to item quickly, processing ticks suffer, meaning the item stutters. The timer stutters. I see. But still very quick. Like, I'm happy with this taking a minute, right? Or even just over a minute, maybe a minute and a half. I would be happy with this taking 2 minutes, honestly. It's quite fast. This one, of course, is going to be faster than the last one because it's got that extra solar panel in it. But flipping, guys, I think that is going to about do it for today's stream. We got a good amount of stuff done. We're actually already spawning. Like, look at this. As soon as I don't need them anymore, cows and pigs and chickens are spawning left, right, and center on here. I say I don't need them, but the fluid cows could prove useful going forward. And I believe I can replicate these and get a bunch of different fluid cows using the mob duplicator from Industrial Foregoing. So that could be quite useful. But we got ourselves Creative Flight. Fantastic. We got the ectoplasm. We got the Spector coils. We set this whole thing up here, which I'm probably going to tear down between episodes because we don't need it anymore. But we got the Spector coils. We got the ectoplasm saplings now. We can wirelessly send power everywhere. We beat the End Dragon. We got ourselves the next tier of solar panels. It was a pretty productive stream. I was very happy with how things turned out. We're mere seconds away from upping our power output to 32,000 hours per tick. Let's grab this solar panel here. Again, as I mentioned, next time we're going to have to come back and upgrade our energy cell because this thing cannot intake 32,000 hours per tick, which is what these guys are going to be producing. They're going to be making like 33,000 almost, well, 32,500 RF per tick. And so we are going to have to upgrade that. And then we can start looking at some of the mods, right? I said it last stream, but we still need to look into getting into Embers. We need to get into Astral Sorcery and Abyssal Craft. There are a bunch of different mods we need to start slowly working into if we're going to try and work towards getting into like Project E and into some of those late game crafts and stuff like that. But for now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there.